Alright, what's up AP fam? Welcome back to another episode of Alternative Paranormal. As you see behind me, this is my new cabinet for my objects from haunted locations. So today I'm going to show you guys, as I promised, I think it was last year, more objects that I have in here. So let me go ahead and get this camera adjusted, everybody. Alright. See, just a tad bit more, a little off there. Alright guys, so pretty much I have a Saint Benedict medallion on here. This cabinet was given to me by a good friend of mine. Up here on the top, this is where I keep the Necronomicon and the Ouija board, which is the trigger object that we take to the location. So that sits on top with the mirror facing down. So inside here, let me get a light. Or should I say a better light. I put them around here somewhere. Here we go. Let's just bust out one of these little guys here. So inside, that looks really creepy, don't it? So as y'all see here, this is the brick from the Jailhouse and Mystery video, which you guys have seen my video on that one. I'll pull up this cabinet here. Now, inside this here, this is a picture that a friend of mine had drawn. Something that was bothering her in her sleep. She drew a picture of the thing. And I'm going to go ahead and... She gave it to me for safekeeping. But that's kind of what she's seen bothering her in her sleep. It's pretty creepy looking if you ask me. So I went ahead and said a prayer over it, and it stays in here now. This is the... Now this here, this is really going to freak you all out. But this is a pendulum given to me by the person who lives in the home for the episodes Demon on Bluegrass Road. It was her personal pendulum, and as you can see, it is broken. And, yeah. So that stays in here. And this is another pendulum given to me by somebody. I came by and blessed their home. They used this pendulum, and it's in one of these. Ah, yeah, here we go. In the board that they used with it to communicate with somebody who had passed away, and they were trying to communicate with them, and then they contacted me because things were happening to them and also in their home. And so they had reached out to me to come by and bless their house, and so I removed that from their home, and it stays in here. Now on to another fun one here. In this cabinet that you see here, these are some playing cards that were from the Irvin Campbell Speakeasy. These are some of the cards that were in my hand that we played the card game with the spirit there. That was awesome, by the way. That was probably the most peaceful interaction I've ever had, you know, with a gentle spirit, a kind human spirit. And of course, this here was given to me. I had asked the owner of Dan Allen from Blackford County Jail if I could have a brick from the basement, and he said there's a few down there, just take one, don't take a big one. And so with his permission, I was granted this. So I now have a corn cob gifted to me from Randolph County, and this now from the Blackford County Jail. And also right here is the questions that we all drew. We all took turns drawing to see who's going to go where and what questions they were going to ask. We all were asking the same questions that day. But as you can see from the speakeasy, I don't know, this paper's pretty old. That stays there with the brick. And also up here in the top cabinet, real quick, I guess you can see I got a crucifix on top of the brick. This is really old, very old crucifix that I've had since I was a child. And then of course I got some prayers and some blessings to go next to that brick. And I bought this at Mountain Oddities a while ago. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. The owner, Jim, knows a guy who went over to, I think it's Wisconsin, I think is where Ed Gein lived. And this is dirt from Ed Gein's grave. That's really cool to have. But yeah, a group of ghost hunters had gone there, and they were running doing an investigation there, and they started getting some really bad responses. So that's really cool to have, to know that that gravesite has actually been investigated. Nothing in that one. And now here's some really cool stuff. So y'all have seen the corn cob from Randolph County, and so now this is from the episode from Hangman's Tunnel. I found a loose railroad tie, and so I snatched one up just to add to my trophy case here. But yeah, railroad tie from the Hangman's Tunnel. We are talking about going back there when it's dark, and of course we're probably going to have to take a form of protection with us, like a knife or something to protect us, because there's no telling if there's going to be any, crackheads, I hate to say it, or, homeless people, or anything else, or anybody else down there that would want to cause trouble, because that is in downtown Knoxville, and it's close to a rough part of Knoxville. And here is a court gavel. This is also from the Demon on Bluegrass Road. The other tenants who lived there found this. It was left behind. I think the person who was renting had this, and she left it behind. But if y'all remember in the first episode from Demon on Bluegrass Road, it said court. So the only thing that I could think of, so it's pretty weird. But it's cool to have an actual court gavel from that place, especially with all the crazy activity we have captured while up there. And so here is another thing. If y'all remember my demon box. So I got rid of the box I was keeping Pinky in, so now Pinky's remains are now inside this black bag. So it's loose, so if anybody ever wants to look at it, which I don't recommend opening this black bag. But all the components for Pinky are in this box. They're in the box bag. That stays down there. And then of course down here I have a crucifix on the bottom. There's also one on the top, so as you can tell, it all top on the blessed. And also I have the Divine Mercy of Jesus prayer card, which that is my mantra. And I also have this in the bottom box here, at the bottom drawer. Yep. And a jar of negative burned wax. And I wish I had some better color on that, but the wax is top on there, and I got some holy water in the bottom. But the way the wax has set, it's on the bottom, it's almost turned a skin tone color. And I don't know if wax does that, so if anybody knows, can wax turn a skin color, especially if it's green? I don't know. But also I have a St. Benedict medallion in the bottom, right around. So I don't know if that could be oxidation forming on the wax. I'm not trying to say that's been anything paranormal. I've never seen wax do that before. So if wax can actually oxidate, if there's metal with it, I don't know if wax can, oxidation from metal can affect wax color. So don't think I'm trying to say that that's weird or paranormal or something, because I'm not. And this is a candle a good friend of mine gave me. It's a candle harvest green, and he's pagan, and he gave this to me to burn. And it's really weird because he says with the stuff that, with the blessing that he put on it, that if there's anything negative in the room where it's being burned, the wax will turn black on the top. So, and then you just pour it out of this into something and you just put it somewhere. So that's what this jar is all the black wax, and I keep it safe in there. So guys, that is my cabinet of haunted objects, or objects from haunted locations. Now, the brick I do believe could have something negative about it, because every time I open this cabinet to look at the stuff, all the stuff I have in here, there's always this kind of, like, makes my forehead feel foggy, like I would be like whenever I go on these to some haunted locations. I always get that foggy forehead feeling. So all these things stay in this nice new cabinet that my friends have given me. But yes, guys, that's the cabinet so far, and I look forward to when I get back from these road trips. Anthony has 2 gifts for me, or I call them trophies, and I cannot wait to show you guys those when I get back, because that's going to make for a hell of a video whenever I get back from there, the stuff that he's got gifted for me. So anyways, guys, that's the haunted cabinet, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There are some other things going on right now involving the Facebook group page. The other one, a comment was made, so I don't know if somebody has hacked the page posing as me, but they made a post on there that says I'm a fake. And so guys, you guys know me, and you guys know I don't fake anything that we do. Neither does Brent or any of my other teammates, Michael. None of them fake anything whenever we have investigated, guys. So we appreciate the support, the love, and the patience that you guys show us, and I'm going to try to get some better lighting in my room for future videos, because I can see my camera screen keeps going between spectrum and normal. So guys, just bear with us on this. I'm working on getting better lighting in my room for these videos. My other roommate is doing some work outside this room where you guys have seen me film the demonologist tape. So that room, once she's cleaning out the garage and getting all of her tools sorted for her business and everything, and she's revamping the garage. So after that room gets cleaned up, I will be setting up a nice, awesome studio for talk videos. So I cannot wait to show you guys those, because the setup I have planned for that, it's going to look really awesome. So anyways, guys, we appreciate, like I said, we appreciate your love, your support, and your patience for this page. We have more content on the way, guys. But as we always say, stay spooky, stay blessed, and stay safe, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace, guys.